Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like you need a soundtrack? I felt like that today. I felt like I needed a soundtrack, and I felt like Alicia was the perfect one to bring it because she says, what? This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. I can't do it. I'm not a singer. I'm not even going to pretend. But there are so many days when we don't feel like we're the girl on fire, and we feel like almost the opposite. Like we are the girl that has been doused, who was on fire, who was now doused with water and is outed. Oh my. Let me tell you guys, I always say that the word testimony is a beautiful word. The word testimony is the story that you are able to tell because you survived the test, right? That's why the word test is in the word testimony. And I was tested last week. I was tested last week, and I really didn't expect it because I literally made a decision a few weeks ago that I was going to take massive action in the businesses that I'm a part of currently. And I'm sweating because it's super hot up here. And yeah, the open windows aren't really doing it. I have to turn on the AC. And so, you know, I said, you know what? I said, put it in the universe. I was like, look, I'm going to make this happen because I am determined to create multiple streams of income. I'm determined to do it. And I have a tech company that I'm working on. And I said, I'm going to take massive action towards building this tech company and getting it to the place where it's going to create essential residual income as well as perpetual income. And that required stepping out of my comfort zone and taking massive action. So I did this. And the last couple of weeks, I've really pushing hard. And I was feeling good about it because I had never pushed this hard for something like this before. And I thought that by pushing harder and doing more and being more focused, that results should automatically happen. They should be like that. That should just happen. And I wasn't seeing it. I wasn't seeing that. I was sharing about this and I just wasn't seeing anything happening. And I get it. Like cognitively, I understand the hero's journey that is related to being an entrepreneur and how you have to literally go into the cave, come out of that cave, be tested in the cave, of course, and then come out of the cave reborn. And that is after you have gone through that, then you start seeing the breakthroughs. Then you start seeing the things happening that you had envisioned before. Yeah, okay. Theoretically, I got it, but it still wasn't real. And I've watched Simon Sinek's TED Talk probably a ton of times, and I get it. He talks about you have to have a strong WHY. You literally have to have one because guess what? When you're in that cave, when you are being tested, when that test in testimony is in full effect, you have to tap into your why. If you don't, guess what? You're going to quit. You're going to walk away. You're going to be like, this is not worth it. You're not going to want to do that extra bit that is necessary in order for you to see the true greatness that can result from your efforts. So there I was, pushing, doing massive action for my tech company. And on the flip side, another part of my life, I got a very surprising, well, maybe not so surprising, but sooner than expected piece of negative energy come my way. And if you know me, you know that I try my very best not to invite negative energy in. Like I'm constantly looking to be positive, right? I'm trying my best to do this. I read books about being positive. I try to surround myself with things and people that are positive just because I know that is how I thrive. I thrive with positive energy. And so this thing happened and, it happened, like I said, sooner than expected. And so now, instead of being in a place where I could do the massive action in my tech company and still ramp up to get to the point where I can supplant this other part of my life, it was like, okay, wait, this part of my life is having an issue. There's not any certainty there. There is actually quite a bit of uncertainty, and there is a lot of insecurity, not on my part, but on the entity's part. And so now I'm forced with my back up against a wall made of fire. So what does that do? So now I'm like, okay, start turning my eyes toward the entrepreneurial side. And I'm like, this has got to work. My tech company's got to work. The podcasting has to work. Like every venture that I'm currently a part of, it has got to work because this other entity is not certain, is not going to be a long-term game plan. And I have to tell you guys that even with all the personal development, even with all the times when you're reading about, how to be strong, how to be resilient, how to pump yourself up so that you're ready for these moments, you're ready for those hard bits, those bumpy bits in the road. Still, I just wasn't ready. I didn't feel ready. I was like talking to my good friend Marika. So Marika, oh my God, God bless her. I feel so bad because I dumped on her this week with my issues, right? And so, I'm talking to her and she's like, yeah, this happens. Like, this is what happens. Like, you cannot expect to have success after doing massive action for 2 weeks. Like, it just doesn't work. There are people who have done massive action for months, for years, and have not seen the result. And then guess what? Just when they're ready to walk away, just when they're ready to quit, that's when the floodgates literally open right up and they see a breakthrough. So I had to do a complete 180. I had to say, you know what? I'm not going to let the situation on this side that I'm trying to get away from sink me all the way. I'm not going to let that stop me from the efforts on the other side of things, the entrepreneurial side, because why? My why is this too strong? When I look at my wise little faces and I think about the fact that I'm working on our last name, it just makes me want to keep pushing. And so I got to the point where I was literally on the ledge. I was like on the ledge, like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. This is it. Like, I can't do it. I can't take it. This is just too much. I literally got to that point. But then I remembered, I told you that why I tapped into those individuals. I said, you know what? These 3 individuals, they're expecting me to get my sorry butt up, dust my shoulders off, and get back to work. Because why? They are my why. They're expecting me to not quit. And I had that conversation with Marika, and I looked at their 3 little faces, and I knew that this was it. I knew that I had to look at the big picture. I knew that I had to lean in on my support team. I knew that ultimately I got this. And I know that you are also in a position where maybe you're thinking of pivoting. Maybe you're thinking of doing something a little different than what you have been doing, but you've been just a little gun shy. Is this the right time? Oh my goodness, all these things going on, people distracted. If it's in your heart to do it, then it was meant for you to do. And you should definitely go for it. And I am just super grateful and super excited about the fact that I was on that fence, y'all. I was on the ledge, literally on the ledge. And I had my back up against that wall of fire. And I almost quit, almost, but didn't. Fell down, but got up. Was in the cave being tested. Because why? I know what's going to happen. Like, I'm ready for that result that is waiting on the other side of this bumpy bit. I'm waiting for that because I know it's coming. And I just hope and I wish for you that if you're going through a bumpy bit, like if you are currently being tested, it's because you are meant for greatness. It is because you are about to have a testimony of all testimonies. It's about to happen. Like it's inevitable. It is inevitable. You got this. This is all you. So, this was on my heart. And this is why that song is so perfect because I came real close to throwing in the towel. Then I realized this is not my time. It's not my time. The longer that we have breath in our lungs and we can get up and move around, that is our sign that we need to be about the business. It just is. And so I hope that you're feeling me today. I hope that you are with me today because I'm definitely cheering you on. And I hope that you will have a fantastic week this week. And no matter what comes your way, I know that you will say to it, I got this because what? This is just a test so that I can have the ultimate testimony. So that was what was on my heart to share today. Thank you for popping in. If you watch it live, thank you. I can't see because I'm actually on a different platform. So I'll go back and answer comments and whatnot. But if you just need a word of encouragement, reach out to those around you because you got lots of people shooting for your success, rooting for your success. I said shooting. I don't know why I said that, but rooting for your success because shooting is not really an applicable word for that, is it? I don't know. Word salad. Hello. So I hope that you are going to be strong. I hope that you are going to be brave. And I hope ultimately that you're going to dig deep, overcome whatever it is that's standing in your way, and unleash your true greatness. Until next time, have an amazing day. All right. Take care.